Okay, fine. Thanks a lot, Tom. Okay, bye-bye. That's terrific. That's someone who's prepared to pay for the whole thing. You must find the best factory with wool. Yes, but I want without grease.
Psychosocial evolution is speeding up, and it's speeding up very fast, and we got to keep up with it, and the keeping up has its side effects.
A philosopher is a blind man in a dark room looking for a black hat that isn't there.
Right. But there are some questions, once you ask them, have to be answered for peace of mind.
My father, when I was born, he brought me to Australia because he knew that I won't have that much of a good education. He knew that I'll be more happy in Australia than I would in Yugoslavia.
Well, broadly, we've got about 70% of the schools are migrants.
Just because you speak a different language and look a bit different, but you're still a human being, you have feelings just like everyone else. You should be treated like you want to be treated.
Come and talk to us.
They're just children. I don't want any trouble, Finley. Our life here is too sweet for that.
Will you do something?
Women of the Sun, Saturday, 9:30.
I suggested that we come to my little semi in Oxford Street, Rozelle, and I think it was Steve Wallace, Philip Noyce and James Ricketson.
Because what that meant, by extension, was that there need necessarily never be an Australian director on an Australian film. And all of us who'd come through from the co-op and had been making films for years and years and years before there was any money available.
Before this honourable court are commanded to give their attendance, and they shall be heard. God save the Queen.
Well, our final review of the night is one of a film that had an unheralded opening last week. It was one of the first films we ever featured on the movie show when we interviewed director James Ricketson. The film, Candy Regentag.
I was wondering if candy was free.
Candy? Yes.
Right.
All right then, Reg. You better come with me.
This is an investment to slip in there and try it on, darling.
You're taking a little holiday from us, Dougie.
Yeah, I'll send you a postcard.
Doug Dooligan the Hooligan, and his mate, Pretty Boy Floyd.
But your great-granddad was the only man of our mob left who'd been through the law, been initiated.
You know, Nana, all the time I was in jail, I used to think about this place, about coming home. Our dreaming track comes from up by that hill there.
I reckon my dreaming track runs right through the middle of town, past Ziggy's night spot and turns left at the pub.
Brothers forever and ever, aren't I? Forever and ever.
Baron Films presents Blackfellas, a film by James Ricketson.
Welcome once more. Welcome to Soweto. And mine, it's an easy task, is to show you the good side, the bad side, and the ugly side.
We have achieved our freedom, but formal liberation will be an empty shell if we do not immediately start addressing the social conditions bred by apartheid.
Child sex videos from Japan and South Korea's company record in Central America.
I read an article in a newspaper about street kids in Phnom Penh. I read that there were 10,000 street kids in Phnom Penh. And having had for many years a kind of soft spot for street kids, I thought I'd love to go there and make a film about the program that's being conducted by World Vision. So I went to the countryside to find out a little bit more about where Shanti and Shreng had come from. The man who was acting as my guide around the countryside, Moni Chenda, is a Buddhist monk who runs an organisation which is committed to small-scale development of the kind that he believes is most appropriate to a poor country like Cambodia. I couldn't believe that $400 was all that was required to buy land that would make this little girl's family self-sufficient. That $400 was all that was required to buy a block of land that would make it unnecessary for Shanti to be begging on the street.
What am I doing tomorrow? Oh, doesn't matter. Came away, I've got $40 in the bank. I don't care.
Where are you going?
Kelly, you can't get much better than this.
Can't wait to go back to Chile and discover the other half of Chile I've never been to. That is the south, the indigenous people there, all the volcanoes, the deep rainforest.
I'd bought several copies of the same badly photocopied book about Buddhism over the years, and I knew lots of the kids that sell them by sight, but I didn't know many of their names or much else about them.
Tomorrow you buy a book for me. Yeah?
ពេញហើយគាត់ដេកតាមអាយ៉ាប់ខ្នល់គេហ្នឹងហើយប្តីគាត់ក៏ប្តីគាត់ឈ្មោះពៅក៏ហើយដល់ពេលប្តីគាត់ដល់
Husband me stable here.
Hello, Mama. Hello. Dạ. What?
She say I speak husband me guy I speak bar so I don't know English.
Let's go to the markets, buy everything that you need to build the home for the pigs.
Yes.
Okay. And then we buy the pigs.
Yes.
And then we go back to Phnom Penh.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
With each eviction notice came a new and inconsistent reason for eviction, ranging from city beautification to building drainage, to building roads, to improving the site for tourism and other purposes. At night time, to be able to go and lie on the beach or stand on the beach and look up at the stars and do what men and women have done since the beginning of time. They've looked up at the stars in the sky and wondered, what is all that about, and what am I all about, and how do I fit into this grand scheme of things? Do I fit in? Experiences such as this one, where you have so much taken away from you, make you realise that the most valuable thing you have as an individual in this life is a good relationship with yourself, closely followed by a good relationship with your fellow human beings, particularly those whom you love. And food, drink, material possessions, fame, fortune, all those things, like, are quite some way down the list, not that important really, despite the fact that we live in a culture that makes us feel as though they're incredibly important and that without them we can't be happy. In actual fact, you can be happy with close to nothing.